BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with a quick BoLS overview. I have some new products for Pathfinder from Paizo, as you can see here. I've got the Core Rulebook and the Bestiary. Notice there's no A there. Can't be a bestiary without an A. It's just English. So, these are the new pocket editions of the books. As you can see here, same good stuff we've come to expect from Paizo. Cool thing about these books is these two books do replace these two books. So we've got the original Core Rulebook and the Bestiary here, as you can see. These books are great, don't get me wrong. They're just pretty heavy, and if you lug these from session to session, especially if you combine that with your Game Master's Guide, that's a lot of paper and a lot of weight you're lugging in your backpack or suitcase or man bag, whatever you're carrying these in, your satchel. Indiana Jones had a satchel. But whatever you're carrying these in, it's a lot of weight that you're gonna get to replace with these two books. Way lighter. The other cool thing about these two books in particular is for the first time, there have been several editions of this book in particular floating around. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but every now and then they do a reprint with some changes, errata, stuff like that, misspelling, whatever, fixes like that. This book is the first book that actually has taken all that into account and has a full, concise, consolidated version of the 3.5 rule set complete in here for your reading and gaming pleasure. So that's pretty cool. So this is the newest version of the rules, the most up-to-date version of the rules with all the errata FAQ stuff applied. So that alone should get game masters and players interested in picking up this book in particular. So I want to do some comparisons real quick. I want to put this one to the side. We're actually going to look at the Core Rulebook, not side by side, not page by page, but I just want to show off the table of contents for both books. I'm going to do it like this, since this one's a little bit smaller. So as you can see here, table of contents, these are virtually identical as far as page numbers and stuff like that. So if you were looking for a rules reference, they're pretty much the exact same. I'll just start with the top row here. Getting started, page 8, that's the same here. Chapter 7, additional rules, 166, same here. Environment, 410, 410. So creating NPCs, same there. Magic items, same there. Magic, you get the picture. They're all virtually identical. This book is a slimmed up version of this book for easier transport. There's not much to go on there. This also has some great game mastering tips in this version of the Core Rulebook as well. So if you're just getting started as a GM, you can just start with the Core Rulebook. So that's great. So I'm going to move that to the side for now. That's again the hardback. I'm not going to go page by page through this book just because obviously that would take a long time and I don't want to waste a bunch of time flipping through page by page. I want to show off some stuff here. It's the exact same if you've got the other book. All the art's virtually identical. There's all the character creation, barbarian, bard, fighter, all the combat rules, all the feats, everything in here that you need to play. Just to show you, there's the feat table. Again, if you've seen this before, I don't think there's any new stuff in here as per the rulebook. Anything from the extra like class guides and stuff like that. I don't see any of that stuff in here initially. But if it was in 3.5, it's all in here too. Just good old cleaves there, combat. There's the weapons and stuff like that. Armor and shields. Just gonna keep going here. Equipment section. Combat. Those rules haven't really changed a ton, but they are all in here for your quick and easy reference. All the good cover stuff. Spells are going to probably be like 2/3 of this remaining book here, because you guys know how that works. Game mastering section. This is going to have just tips on doing stuff like experience points, character wealth, how much characters should have anyway as they level up, treasure values by encounter. All that fun DM tables to kind of keep things relatively balanced for you. Environmental traps and tricks and all that fun stuff is in here too. Again, this is mostly for the Game Master, this part of it. There's also some creating NPC classes. So as you see there, it's gonna go the Adept and on and on and on. So that's what this book is for. There's a ton of extra stuff, all of the crazy magic items, cursed items, all that fun stuff. So that's what this book is for. Basically replaces your original Core Rulebook, and yeah, it's got revised, new, and updated spells and magical treasures and all that fun stuff in here. So basically the exact same page count, page numbers, but just updated and perfected for 3.5. Moving on. Bestiary. All right, so again, we're gonna do the same thing. Here's the bestiary, the two books to compare. And again, these are pretty much the most recent hardbacks, by the way. So if you've got an older version and those page numbers didn't line up, that's probably why these are brand new, pretty much the last versions they've put out. So yeah, as you can see here, there's the table of contents for one, and here's the table of contents for numero dos pocket edition version. So as you can see here, the introduction starts on the same page, all the way down to the jungle starts on 325, all that stuff is the exact same. Giant fly trap, again, here's a clay golem, 159, clay golem, 159. Pretty much page for page, the exact same stuff, it's just in a better format. I think better, at least on my back it's better. Here's the giant page for all of the other stuff. As you can see, we'll just do some random ones here. Let's check the giant mantis. 200 matches. Phase spider, 226. Phase spider, 226. There you go. I don't know what else to show you there. But there you have it for the bestiary. You can flip through here. Again, you've got all the different monsters. There's the bone devil, he's a jerk. Then you can drag all the different dragons. Basically, this is the first bestiary they put out. A ton of classic monsters in here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, obviously, it's a book full of monsters, right? It's gonna be a little crazy. But there's an Etten. Yeah, I don't know what else to show you guys for this book. Tons of cool artwork for most of the monsters in here. At least one cool piece of artwork per page, and then there's going to be different monsters per page too. So, yeah, just going on from there. How to do templates, natural attacks by size. Those extra rules are also in here. So that's really cool about these two books. Just getting these out of my backpack though, way easier to lug around. If you're playing in like the Pathfinder Adventure League, or you're DMing a game or two or more, for that matter, a week, you will appreciate the lighter volumes of these books if you don't have them in a PDF format or something like that, digitally from the Paizo store, which you can also do. That's even lighter than these. But if you want the physical copies, again, these are the updated and most current versions of the Pathfinder rulebook you can find out there in a handy pocket edition, and these just came out. So there you have it. So go check them out. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS, signing off on this overview. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.